It literally blows my mind how few people know this fact and how conservatives do not bring it up in discussions or debates. Hi, my name is Margaret Mordahl. Welcome to my channel, Virtue Lies in the Middle, where we discuss current topics and try to remain as balanced as possible. Today, we're going to talk about a very simple fact, which I guess most people don't know, which I suppose is why it's never brought up in debates. Take this Jubilee-surrounded episode with Ben Shapiro.
Okay, what about abortion? Well, there's how many people in foster care that aren't being adopted right now today? All right,
should we kill them or what?
I'm not saying we should kill them. I'm just saying that should we wait at least until
would have been better
all
if they were
those
dead?
People? You tell me.
No, you tell me. You're the one who's suggesting
those
that's a matter of moral apathy, whether those kids were born or not. I don't think so.
So if kids are in foster care and not being treated well, they're being abused. They're not being fed.
That is a horrific problem, yes.
They're being locked. The fridge is being locked, and they're told they can't go get it because there are people who are only in it because they're getting a check. You're saying that is morally
superior to killing them? Yes.
Or this discussion with Charlie Kirk.
If a woman is here and she says she's pregnant, and what does she say she has in her?
A baby. And I'm not disagreeing with you that what's inside of her is like alive, but
then why is it okay to kill it if it's alive?
Because if it's going to have worse circumstances in when it's born.
But no, you don't believe that. You don't believe that's morally applicable. For example, if I have a 2-year-old and I lose my job, should I be able to kill my 2-year-old?
Or even this surrounded episode with Lila Rose, where she gets so close, but she just doesn't hammer it home.
Total agreement on that. You're a mother. How many adopted children do you have?
I don't have any adopted children.
Okay, so what about all the children
I would love
that
to
are
adopt
forced?
one day.
Okay, so great. Let's call up the agency tomorrow. It'll take a couple years to go through the adoption process.
Well,
leaving children in foster care into the system
are you aware
that thus affects them and causes scarring against the women that have to make that choice.
There are 2 million families who would like to adopt a newborn baby and they can't.
Okay, are you helping them? Because if you're providing resources,
we do promote and help them. But you know what? The reason why they can't adopt, the reason they're not able to adopt is because we have 1 million abortions a year.
So obviously, we're talking about abortion, and we're skipping over the whole debate about where life begins and focusing on what Amala Ekpunobi thinks is the main issue here.
Interesting thing that with the abortion argument, because they are pro-abortion, they feel the need to invalidate the life of the being that is being taken away, when really your argument should be, yeah, I mean, scientifically it's a life. I just think it's morally okay to take that life, and here's why. Here are the practical reasons that I think it's okay. Here's the burden that I feel like unloved children or children that are not wanted place on society. But people are not willing to make those arguments because of how it sounds. But that is your true logical pathway to justifying abortion and justifying a pro-choice stance, not invalidating the fact that it is a life that is being taken, because it's just a fact. So we need to talk about why there is a moral ground for making that a justifiable choice. And I'm wondering if any of these students is willing to actually go there.
Because deep down, I think that most people are aware that a fetus is a human baby and abortion is murder. Definitely not all. There are thousands of naive young girls out there who are lied to about this. But at this point, I think there are many, many people out there who know that abortion is a murder of convenience and are okay with that. So what's the big answer? While I think Ben and Charlie did a great job in their scenarios by defending human life, again, at this point, I think that people just don't care. They are willing to dispose of this unwanted human life because they don't want to spend the next 18 years of their life supporting and caring for this child. So, in my opinion, the logical answer is adoption. If you don't want your baby, you don't need to kill it. Just put it up for adoption. But then the response is, as we have seen, do you know how many children are in the foster care system? And to this, the response needs to be, do you know how many children are put up, how many babies that are put up for adoption are not adopted? 0. The answer is 0. Every single baby that is put up for adoption is adopted. Every single one. And this is not hidden information. You can find this out with a quick Google search. For every one baby, there are 36 families waiting for it. According to the most common estimates, there are 1 to 2 million families in the United States wanting to adopt. And it's not like adoption is some easy thing. You can't just waltz in there, grab your baby, and go. It can take anywhere from 6 months to a year to complete the process, and the legal fees can be anywhere from $25,000 to $60,000. So, any mother putting up her child for adoption can rest easy knowing that that child will be placed in a home that not only really truly wants that child, but also probably financially is well off enough to be able to provide a good upbringing for that child. But then there's always the objection, well, what about the overflooded foster care system? How did all those kids get in there? And the answer is that most of the kids in the system were placed there after they were babies. People want to adopt babies, not children as much, and it's as simple as that. So, are there babies in foster care? Yes. However, very, very rarely are those babies up for adoption. Not all kids in the foster care system are up for adoption. Many are there while family issues are being resolved. A parent is in rehab and they're going to take them back once they get out, or a family member is going to take them in, which is generally the case for babies in the system. So I guess the main point of this video is just to get that information out there. Why are people killing their babies thinking that they would end up in foster care when there are literally millions of families out there desperately wanting to give that baby a good life? And that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.